Hello everyone, I'm Gareth from WeCycle, and today I'm going to talk about one of the stalwarts from our e-bike range, the Haibike Trekking 4. This is a bike that packs in an awful lot for the price and is proving very, very popular in all sort of forms of the frame. Haibike are a German company, little known in the UK for anything other than electric bikes, but for electric bikes, they're really, really at the top of the tree. The Trekking 4 has an aluminium frame with a built-in battery and then all the other bits that you need to get you going straight away on a hybrid. The frame is available in a high bar, a medium bar, sort of the lady style frame, or as a complete step through frame, all at the same price of £2,499. The bike comes with a Yamaha PWTe motor, which has 60 Newton meters of torque, giving you plenty for travelling around the sort of terrain that this should be used on, but coupled with a 500 watt-hour battery, which at this price is really keenly priced, means that 60 Newton meters, 500 watt-hour battery gives you great range on a bike like this. As is common on electric hybrids of this sort of price, it comes as standard with mudguards, pannier rack, integrated lights that are powered off the main battery. It has suspension forks which give 63 millimeters of travel, just enough to absorb the sort of the little bumps and holes on the back roads and gravel tracks around here. The bike has 9 speed of gears with a range of 11 to 36 teeth at the back. Now that's a decent range of gears when you couple it with a motor like this. There shouldn't be many places that you aren't able to get to. And that's a common question on a bike like this. Will it get me up the hill? Well, anything will get you up the hill. It just depends how hard you need to work. But this sort of bike will get you up the hill, down the hill, and along the flat really comfortably. It's also because it's got 27.5-inch wheels, which is slightly smaller than normal road or hybrid wheel. What they've done is put on 27.5-inch wheels with a bigger, chunkier tyre. The bigger tyre has greater rolling resistance, but on an electric bike, that's slightly mitigated. The benefits of having that bigger tyre means that you can go on rougher terrain and it absorbs the bumps even more. So think bridleways, canal paths, that sort of rougher gravel terrain. This sort of bike will handle it with absolute ease. The front light has 20 lumens of power, which doesn't sound like a lot, but because of the beam pattern, it's enough to get you home at dusk, and it certainly gets you noticed during the day as a day bright light. The bike itself weighs about 27 kilograms. And the total weight limit is 130, so that's rider, bags, bike included. Hydraulic brakes are standard and really should be a minimum on an electric bike of this sort of weight. And this has a decent set of Tektro hydraulic brakes. So one of the benefits of the Haibike is the Yamaha display, which firstly turns the lights on and off underneath here. And then these paddles here will increase or decrease the level of assistance. And so that's off, Eco Plus, Eco, Standard, and High. Now you notice as the mode goes up, the range goes down. Now that's not a huge range, that's 13 kilometers in standard mode, but we don't have much battery left. So this is the battery level indicator on the side here. This big number would be the speed. Now it's in kilometers an hour, it can be in miles if you'd prefer. By holding down the down button, we can change what this bottom number tells us. So this gives us a total distance ever covered, or the trip distance, and then back to range. A neat feature is if I hold down the plus, it goes into auto mode. And this is where you can forget about the mode selection a bit and let the bike do the thinking for you, where it will adjust between a couple of the modes depending on how you're riding. That's a great feature if you just want to concentrate on the gears and the actual ride and enjoying the scenery. So the battery's stored in the frame, which makes it look good. It also keeps it protected. To charge the battery, there's a charging port on the side here. Okay. But if you can't get power to your battery, to the bike, you can take the battery out and take it to the charging point. So you can take it in, let's say you're keeping the bike in the shed, and you want to take your battery inside to look after it because it's the winter, or because you want to charge it inside, you can remove the battery and take it in. So to remove the battery, you need to first remove the protective dust cover, which is a twist of the knob there, and then it slides out. I'll just show you there's these teeth that will fit in underneath, slide in underneath the frame to hold it tightly. And then the locking mechanism, so the battery is locked into the frame with a key. The locking mechanism is a two-part one, so you can't just remove it in one twist by mistake. So insert the key through that hole, twist it one way, and the battery pops up. It still won't come out though. To get it actually out, you need to twist it the other way to release it. And be careful with that because the battery does weigh quite a bit. And then the charging port on the end of the battery here is exactly the same as it is as the one on the frame. And on the battery is a neat little thing. You press this button here and it gives you an indicator of how much charge there is. To put it back in, once you've charged it, there's a lump there which needs to go in the hole here. This bit can be a bit fiddly, but that's because it has to be a fairly snug fit because you don't want the battery to wobble free. And then loosen the lock, open the lock to allow it in, turn the lock to let the battery slide in, and then remove the key. So to get the battery in, insert the key, turn the lock to let the battery go down, turn it back again, remove the key, and there's the battery safely in. Double check by turning it on the bike. There we go. Put the case back in, insert the teeth up and underneath, and then pop that into place. So that's the Haibike Trekking 4, an absolute stalwart for us and a fantastic bike for almost everybody. Haibike do various different options. There's cheaper options and more expensive ones depending on the battery and the motor, but we find the Trekking 4 suits most people for the needs that they have. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more video content coming up in the future.